Have you finished reading through the book of Genesis?
Yes, I have.
What do you think the book of Genesis is about?
I think it's the beginning of everything, and I think it's also the prequel to the movie The Prince of Egypt.
Which story do you find the most interesting about Genesis?
I like the one about Judah, him going to Egypt to look for this super powerful man, and it turns out to be his own brother Joseph. So it's quite interesting because we always hear about Joseph being the most powerful man in the land in Egypt, but it's actually Judah who reconciled the whole family together.
Hi Caleb, have you finished reading through the book of Genesis?
It's been a minute, but I've actually been going through it the past month.
So, what do you think about the creation process?
I mean, I don't really know how to answer that, but I guess the only thing that really stood out was how the seventh day God rested and He blessed it and made it holy. So to me, it's just a good reminder to take some time to rest in a fast-paced world.
What do you think about the fall of Adam and Eve?
Again, kind of difficult to answer that because it is what it is. But I think if you put anyone in that position, they're gonna screw up. So again, just it's a good reminder to be aware of what's going on, what your actions are, and just fight temptation, fight your desire to sin and everything.
Hi, have you finished reading the book of Genesis?
Yes, I've finished reading the book of Genesis.
So what do you think about the book of Genesis?
I think the book of Genesis is about God's creation and how He formed the world from the darkness.
Okay, so which story do you find the most interesting about the book of Genesis?
I find Noah's Ark the most interesting because God wiped out the whole entire people to rebuild a new generation.
Why do you think people should join Gamma on Genesis?
Because Genesis is a thrilling and relatable book about greed, violence, annihilation, deception, and betrayal after betrayal. Genesis hits the ground running and shows us how mankind wrestle with God to find happiness, love, and success. They struggle, they suffer, they do right and they do wrong. You will learn about deception between wife and husband, child and parent, siblings, and the government and its people. Yet in the midst of all this, God is at work, building upon the struggles and suffering as well as the decisions, good and bad, mankind make, to bring them back into relationship with Him. For those who have not read Genesis, do come and join us and discover for yourself how relatable this book is. For those who have read Genesis, you owe it to yourself to revisit this book, this time from the perspective deeply immersed from real life living. We will not spend time debating whose fault it was at the Garden of Eden, but we will engage in other interesting discussion questions as well as application in real life living. So do join us for the next edition of Gamma in July on the Book of Genesis.